Hustle, 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 hustle. Do more, read more books, more life. You just gotta do more. You're not doing enough. You're not doing enough. You need to do more. You need to do everything. You're just not doing enough. You need to start reading books while you're on the treadmill, while ingesting a course, while listening to an audio book, while also writing down notes, while journaling, while meditating, while yogaing. Oh my God. You gotta do less. The moment I started doing less, the more results I got. Seriously though. Like, I know that's a big intro, but the moment I started doing less is the moment I started getting more results. And successful people, powerful people know this. There's a science behind it. It's dead simple, right? If you do less, you achieve more in the thing that you do. Let me give you an example, right? Let's consider your brain has 100 points of bandwidth, right? It has 100 points of energy that it can give. If you give 1 point to reading a book, if you give 1 point to your relationship, if you give 1 point to this business, 1 point to that business, 1 point to your exercise, 1 point to your eating healthy, really, you're only using 1% for each of those things. So you're only going to be 1% good at any of those things, right? Now, that's not to say that's bad, right? If your life is all about variety, but you're kind of happy to be a variety person and not achieve much in any of those variety things, that's awesome. Variety is absolutely the spice of life. So, I know some people that love variety in their food because it gives them a lot of pleasure. They don't really care about their health or whatever it is. That's not that important to them. Or maybe they do have healthy food, but they keep it variety. And they don't mind spending that bandwidth on finding new foods, finding new places, finding new things to do, new things to eat, right? It gives them pleasure. Fantastic. For me, it's important to make an impact. It's important to achieve the best version of myself. So if I'm going to spend my time on, I'm going to use some bandwidth on some variety of food, that's not really going to work for me. In business, the biggest thing that's really helped me is doing less. I always thought I need to do more, and I was really hard on myself. I was like, I just need to be doing more. If only I could do more, then I would achieve. And the problem is, it only made me more confused. In the scheme of things, yeah, I learned heaps, and yeah, I did a lot of stuff, but none of the things really exploded until I got rid of most things and said, right, I'm just going to focus on this one thing. Now, the cool thing about doing this, doing less is actually doing more, is, let's say you're committed to, I want to get fit, I want to run a successful business, and I want to have great relationships. Well, they're three things, right? You can do all of them, or you could be like, these 3 months, I'm focusing on getting fit. And just spend 3 months on just getting fit. Do you know how easy it is if you just focus on one thing? What are you doing today? I'm just learning about health and how to get fit. Oh, but aren't you doing anything else? Nah. It'll be done in 3 months. Done. Now, business. Business might take a little longer, but I'm doing business. I'm going to learn how to set up a business and start a business and already have it produce income. Boom. In 3 months, done. Why? Because it's the only thing you did. You didn't do anything else. Relationships. Cool. I'm going to work on relationships. Cool. That's the only thing I'm doing. In 3 months, how many relationships books could you read? How many social gatherings could you go to? How many relationship courses, things could you learn about? Hundreds. And guess what? When you're fully in that thing and nothing else, it becomes easy. because you're using like almost all your bandwidth, all your brain bandwidth for that. It makes such a difference. And this society pulls you, marketers pull you towards, you need to do more. Marketers have really screwed it for you, because successful marketing works like this. Hey, you're doing everything wrong. You actually don't know the real secret. I've got the real secret for you, so stop doing what you're doing, or add this to what you're doing, and then you'll have happiness. Then you'll have success. So what do you as an individual do? You go, okay, oh my God, I don't want to be not successful. I'm going to do that thing, and I'm going to add this thing that this person is selling me or recommending to me. And that's why we have an anxious and frantic society. Because you're doing too much. Stop it. You can't do everything. You've got to accept that you can't do everything. That's a hard thing for me to swallow. But you can't do everything right now. You can do everything. You just can't do everything at the same time. You can do everything, but right now, you can only do a certain amount of things. And then in your next stage, you can do a certain amount of things. So really, all you're gonna do is what's important to you right now. What's the one thing that's the most important thing to you right now? And give most of your energy, most of your bandwidth towards that, and drop everything else. Forget everything else. That's what I'm working on at the moment. I'm working on 2 things this year. 2 things. The 2 things that I'm working on, and I'm gonna share, right? Because my vision is quite large. I don't know if you've watched the other videos, you'll know what the vision is. It's pretty big. But this year, it's about building the most elite rig and redesigning my entire appearance. From hair to toe, from head to toe, everything, right? Completely redesigning my look and allowing me to feel unbelievable in my own skin. Inside and out. From skincare to nail care to tattoos to no tattoos to hair to dreadlocks to whatever is my flavor, that is what I'm doing for the year. And this year is about building team. I am building a team of people. That is what I'm doing this year. I'm building a team of people. Because I realized I can't do everything by myself. Shock horror, Andrew. You're not that amazing. You only have 24 hours in a day and you need to sleep and you need help. Like genuinely, I need professional mental help. Joking. I'm actually a therapist, so no. Well, look, we all need help. We all need help. We all need assistance. Forget what I said. Nonsense. I sometimes say nonsense. That's what I do. Stay for the journey, here for the broccoli. Now, that's the reality of it. Those are my 2 things. I'm building an unbelievable rig inside and out and feeling greatly confident about my body and redesigning my entire body and building team. That is all I'm doing this year. Do you know how hard it is? All I want to do is start businesses. All I want to do is make money. All I want to do is learn how to surf. All I want to do is, I'm getting pulled into all the things that I want to do. But I come back and I go, I can't do it all right now. Because if I really want what I want, I need to apply that bandwidth to this thing. Right? And if you watch the other videos of my sobriety or what I'm doing in terms of habits, I'm implementing specific habits to make these 2 things work for this year. That's what I'm doing. I'm in Los Angeles, Venice at the moment. It's beautiful. My cousin's place is probably the sexiest house I've ever seen in my life. Polished concrete. It's beautiful. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but it's a beautiful house. And that's it. That's the reality of it. Do less. Do less. What are your main things right now that keep looping in your head? Right? You're like, oh, I should do that. Oh, I should do that. What's the thing that keeps repeating in your mind all the time? Those are the things that you should address right now. Get rid of the rest. Focus on those things. Once they're handled, your next 2 to 3 things will become naturally available to you and you'll be like, oh, now I have the space. Now I have the desire to do this thing, this next thing. You get me? It's life changing. It will literally change your life. Do that. It'll make a big, big, big difference to you. What's the thing that you need to address for yourself right now that will make the biggest difference in your life? You know, for me, it's broccoli. It's just, broccoli is life changing. So this year is about broccoli for me. And it could be. I'm joking, but you get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying? Are you getting what I'm putting down? Good. Thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're doing. The button is right there. Please click it. I'm here to give you the real me so you can be the real you, the best version of you. And we can laugh at everybody that's pretending to be somebody else for money, fame, or ego, and is upset. Well, we don't want to laugh at them. We want to invite them to this channel and be like, yo, you should probably come watch this guy because he's as real as it gets. And that's what I'm trying to do. And that's hard. That's really hard. It's really hard for me to be vulnerable. This is really, really difficult for me. This is one of the most challenging things. And if you've ever gone through my older videos, I've tried to do content for the last 10 years. In fact, I had a YouTube video blow up when I was in high school and everybody laughed at me. I was the laughing stock of the entire school because I did a dancing video and I spent like days editing it. It was a shuffling video and then I became the laughing stock of the school. I was already the laughing stock of the school because I got bullied all the time, but I've been in this content game for so long. This is vulnerable for me to be like, you know, this is just me. This is just me, take it or leave it. I hope that you take it, but also you can leave it. If I'm not for you, namaste, happy birthday, Shabbat Shalom. You know what I mean? Much love. I'll see you on the next one.